So I believe you have some information that you know you're an Israelite. You know you're an Israelite, at least?
We're all from Israel. Israel will be
Who is all?
You know what I'm saying? This world will be
No, sir. No,
Israel.
sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
I might be wrong, but teach me.
All right, so give me Psalms 111 and 10. You believe in the Bible, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's start. Okay. Let's start like this.
I'm going to try my best.
All right. So I just want you to listen.
Yes, sir.
We ain't gonna go back and forth.
Yes,
all I just do want you just to listen right quick. All right? Because you just admitted we doing more than you, right? And we've been doing this, right?
All
right. So we must be doing something right because at first it was like just 4 of us.
Really?
Yes. Now it's more than 200 of us just in this city alone.
Check it out.
So we must be doing something right, all right? So
there's different colors, but you know.
It's different. It's different sets. Right.
Tribes and
Right.
Yeah.
But I want you to pay attention to something, all right? Give me Psalms 111 and 10.
Psalms chapter 111 and verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
It says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Because you know why? The Most High can destroy you. It's good to fear God. Because if you fear Him, you're going to do what He... Right.
You put me in hell like, yeah.
Right. You're gonna do what He say do.
Yes, sir.
Read it again.
Verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do His commandments.
That do His commandments. You got to be doing His commandments. All right? Give me Psalms 111 and Psalms 119 and 120. Let me show you some more on that fear. All right? We got the fear of the Most High.
Yes,
all right? Watch this.
Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
This is the book of Psalms chapter 119 and verse 120. My flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments. I have done judgment and justice. Leave me not to mine oppressors.
All right, so get that in Romans. You know Romans 8? Yeah, 8:16. So you heard that what David said, right? He said that he's afraid of God's judgments, right? You know why we was judged like this? Yokes on our necks and went into slavery on slave ships? Because God did it.
All right.
This is the judgment that David was scared of. This fearful right here, to be put in another man's hand and our women get raped. You got kids?
No, sir. No, sir.
If you had kids, they were raping your kids. There's nothing you can do about it. That's a fearful thing that God did to us.
Right.
Because we wouldn't listen to Him. And it's wrong what you say, everybody is His child. Everybody ain't His child. And I'm going to show you that. Just pay attention. Read this.
This is Romans chapter 8 verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God.
See, the Spirit, our spirit bear witness with the spirit of this book. Right? Watch this. Get that.
This is the book of John chapter 6 and verse 63. It is the Spirit that quickeneth.
You see that? This is the Spirit that quickeneth. You hear that? Make alive. Quicken it. All right, watch it. Get Ecclesiastes, get Ephesians 2 and 1. Let's get that real quick. You said what's quickening? No. Ephesians 2 and 1. Get that real quick.
Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 1. And you hath He quickened who were dead in trespasses and sins.
You see that? He said you were dead. He quickened you and made you alive because you was dead in sin. Read it again.
And you have He quickened who were dead in trespasses.
He had made you alive who was dead in trespasses, who was dead in sin. All right? Now go back. Go back. I want to show you something. Romans 8:16. Romans 8:16. I want to show you something about. I don't want to lose that thought real quick. I'm going to go back to the thought. I'm moving slow with you, all right?
It's the book of Romans chapter 8 verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God.
The Spirit is talking about is this Bible.
That's right.
And I'm going to show you something. Now go to John.
The book of John chapter 6 verse 63. It is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
So Christ said the words are spirit and they are life. So this Bible is the Spirit. Okay? Get Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. So he said this Bible is the Spirit. The words I speak to you, do you believe this is the Spirit of Christ, the Word?
I just started reading the Bible in 2012.
Okay.
But I've been talking to Jesus Christ my whole life. I just started kind of reading. So
Okay, well,
I lean not to my own understanding. So I just
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? I'm
Watch
getting
this.
knowledge from y'all.
All right, now watch this. Give me Romans, before you get that, give me Romans chapter 3 and start in verse 1.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 3 and verse 1. What advantage then hath the Jew?
It said, what advantage has the Jew, right? What advantage have the Jew, right?
What advantage then hath the Jew? Or what profit is there of circumcision?
Meaning, it's a benefit to have keeping God's law, and it's a benefit to being an Israelite. All right, that's what he's saying. Watch. Read it from the top again.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 3 and verse 1. What advantage then hath the Jew? Or what profit is there in circumcision? Much every way.
He said, much every way. Read.
Chiefly because unto them were committed the oracles of God.
The oracles of God was given to only the Israelites. It was only the Israelites. Let me just go through this real quick. I'm going to talk to you.
I just got a question.
Oh, all right. What's your question? Let me go through this and I'm going to get your question.
All right, the 12 tribes of Israel. That's not the Israelites. So what is
That's Israel. That's Israelites.
So it's
different
race by the different Benjamin to Issachar and Naphtali. Those are all
I'm
different.
not quite following you on that. What you
Like
saying?
the 12 tribes, like you say, we're from Judah, so black people are
Yes.
from Judah.
Yes.
So
Because it's pertaining to the curses.
So the other.
That's how we get this chart.
So the others are different races.
No, we all one race.
So those are all black. Those are all.
We was originally, listen, we was originally black.
All right.
So the reason why I went to Psalms 111 and 10, the reason why your mind's so scattered on this, because you're not keeping God's commandments.
Right.
First,
all
right, that's what I'm trying to tell you so you can get the understanding.
Yes, sir.
You understand? You have to first be humble, learn first, right? And then you can figure out the harder things, right? You got your apocryphal? Give me that Romans Sirach 3. Sirach 3. Give me that real quick. Give me Sirach 3. No, you're doing good, bro. You're doing good. Hold on. I'm just, we gonna deal. Just be patient. Hold on.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 21. Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee.
Right now, you need to be worrying about how you can get salvation.
Right.
Make yourself to the kingdom first. Right? Read.
Neither search the things that are above thy strength.
Listen, we can teach this. We have a school. Right now, we calling our people in to repent. This is the time to teach repentance. Knowing who you are. Right? Read it again.
Verse 21. Seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength.
Right, because you sort of right, brother, but the Most High have this out here for a reason, because this is prophecy. We're not going to go into it right now. When you read Ezekiel 37, it goes into that, all right? But we're not going to go into it right now. Right now, you need to learn how to keep God's commandments. And I'm trying to show you that first.
Yes, sir.
Once you start keeping God's commandments, then we can move on to the next thing. But do that first, right?
Yes, sir.
Read that. Verse 2.
Verse 2. Much every way, chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of God.
You see that? The laws was committed to the children of Israel, no one else. Read.
Sons of Abraham.
Verse 3. But what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect?
A lot of people ain't gonna believe that we, the blacks of Native Americans, ain't from Judah, and so on and so on. That don't make them not from Judah because they don't believe that. All right? Christ is gonna come back as a black man. A lot of people don't believe that. That don't mean God is lying because you don't believe it. Read.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? God forbid.
Meaning no. Just because you don't believe, that don't mean nothing. Hold on. Read.
Yea, let God be true.
How you let God be true? It said, yea, let God be true. Read.
But every man a liar.
How you let God be true and every man a liar? How you do that? I'm asking you the question. How you let God be true and every man a liar?
Flesh. You can't believe the flesh.
But how you let God be true though?
That's the light. That's the truth, the way, and the life.
By letting the Bible, listen. That's wrong. I'm about to tell you how you let God be true. Watch what it says. Read it again.
Verse 4, God forbid, yea, let God be true, but every man a liar. As it is written.
As is what?
As it is written.
That's how you let God be true. As it is written. Okay? That's how you let God be true. As it be written. That's how you let everything got to be justified by this. Read. The reason why I say Christ is a black man because I'm justified because the Bible said it. The reason why I say the blacks is Judah American black, Judah is the American black because the Bible said it. Right? Read.
That thou mightest be justified in thy sayings.
That God be justified, that you might be justified in your sayings, right? Now watch this. You got that? Read that real quick. I wanted to show you the one you had in the Psalms. Get that real quick. Because you said that God is dealing with everybody, right? No.
I was talking about the colors, but I'm here.
No, wait, but you, all right, so, but you're right. We all gonna be in all shades of colors right now because of captivity. When we went into captivity, we was being raped and everything. But that don't mean he not gonna get the children still. They didn't rape everybody. Everybody didn't get raped.
So will white people be his children? No, you say no, or
The nation of Edom is done. They is not his children.
I've never heard of that.
The nation of Edom.
Okay.
Edom is the Edomites. They are the so-called white people. All right. Now, just because a person is light-skinned or appears to be white and he got blue eyes, that don't mean he can't be the Israelite. Because his father might be black. You understand? But his mama might be white. The seed go through the father. All right. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna go into it a little bit, but that's not. Right now, you got to learn to keep the commandments, brother. All right.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
You hear that?
He have not dealt so with any nation.
He had not dealt so with any nation. He didn't deal with no other nation like that. You understand? He only dealt with the 12 tribes of Israel. And yes, we in all the four corners of the earth. We in all nations. Every nation, we are in them every nation. All right? So, right. But guess what? He said, my sheep gonna hear my voice.
That's right.
It doesn't matter about the skin color. If you his, you're gonna wake up and do what he say do.
Bring it out.
Get that in John 10 and 1.
This is the book of John, chapter 10 and verse 1.
Come on.
Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. Verse 2, but he that entereth in by the door,
You can't go in the way you want to go in. You can't get into the kingdom. You can't come in as a Baptist, a Catholic, you know what I'm saying, Episcopalian, Seventh-day Adventist, whatever denomination that's man-made, you can't come in there. You got to come back as an Israelite.
that's right.
You heard what Christ said, right? Read it again.
Verse 2, but he that entereth in by the door is the...
Verse 1.
Verse 1, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way.
You can't climb up some other way. He said, anyone that climb up some other way, read.
The same is a thief and a robber.
You're a thief and you're a liar. You're a robber. You ain't getting in. A robber and a thief is not getting into the kingdom of heaven. Can we agree on that?
Yes, sir.
Right. So if you think you're going to come in as a Seventh-day Adventist or anything else or a black African American, that's right. That's a lie. Right? That's what he's saying. Read on.
Verse 2, but he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the portal open, and the sheep hear his voice.
That's Jesus the Christ. The sheep hear his voice. What his voice is? This Bible.
Right.
Remember, as it is written? Right. This Bible, that's his voice. Read.
He calleth his own sheep by name.
He called what?
His own sheep by name.
Read.
And leadeth them out.
You lead them out what? This situation we're in.
Right.
We're in a bad situation. Like you said, you're confused, you got so many questions, but guess who got the answers? Christ.
Right. That's right.
That's right.
But you got to humble yourself. In every captivity we're in, he said what? Leaders. And our people they can't come to grips that we have to be led by one another. You understand? We have to be in submission under one another. Because God sent men on the earth to do his business. All right? Read.
And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them. And the sheep follow him.
And what?
And the sheep follow him.
You gonna follow him because you his sheep. It don't matter if you have black skin, white skin, or whatever. If you his, you his. Read.
For they know his voice.
They do what?
For they know his voice.
Read.
And a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him.
They know his voice. Why? Because we've been knowing him. We've been knowing Christ, right? Read.
And a stranger will they not.
Read verse 4 again.
Verse 4. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice.
Watch this. Read it.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
This is Christ. Before he formed us in the belly, he knew us. Read.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet.
You are ordained to be a prophet, and you got to listen to him, right? Read it. That's it on that? Read.
And a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him.
A stranger, they're not going to follow. So if something don't sit right in your spirit about the way these men bringing stuff now, you're like, I don't know about this. You know, your spirit ain't going to follow, but the man of God, if you got that seed in you, you're going to follow the right man.
That's right.
Watch, read.
For they know not the voice of strangers.
All right, now go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. I'm gonna show you how we know that the blacks are the Israelites. All right. Get that. Start at verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So this is the stipulation that the Most High gave the children of Israel through Moses. He told them, listen, if you don't listen to God, you're going to go through these curses. If you listen to him, you're going to get these blessings. Right? We had to choose. Right? Read that.
Curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field.
It said, curse shall thou be in the cities, and curse shall we be in the fields. And we curse in the cities. Is a curse a good thing? Is a curse a good thing? A curse.
Well, you can learn from it. You can definitely learn
Well,
from
what
it.
I'm saying is being in the ghetto isn't good.
Curses is
It's bad. What I'm saying, what God's saying, He's gonna put us in ghettos. That's what He's saying. He's gonna be cursing the city. We're gonna have people coming in our neighborhoods that don't stay in our neighborhoods, reaping from our neighborhoods, reaping the benefits from our neighborhoods. You understand? Like the Asians and the Arabs. You got a woman that got a car that's $100,000 car right there, and she just park right there, don't have nothing to worry about, take the resources and bring it back to her. Look at the car right there, the BMI. You see what I'm saying? We ain't riding like that, but she taking the resources out of here, our neighborhood, and they live and fly.
Get out.
That's what we curse in the city. How come we can be in it? We be in this United States, this land over here for over 400 years and can't get right? Because we curse. And then the other nation come over here, they build their nations up quick. They been over here 3 or 4 years. They got businesses. They got homes.
That's principalities, though. Let the nation.
Right, but it's why? Because God did this to us. We won't listen. We have to come together. Right? Watch this. It's going to say it. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 44. He shall lend to thee.
Start up a little higher.
Verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high,
like we serving them, they were supposed to serve us. When we came out of Egypt, we came out of Egypt with what? Great sustenance. And we had servants. We had servants when we came out of there, because we had great substance. But he said, them strangers that within you, they're going to get up very high. Read.
And thou shalt come down very low.
And we was going to come down very low. We very low. We the lowest nation. Can you agree to that? Right. Read.
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
You see that? Who we lend to? Do we lend to the other nations, or we have to borrow from them? We don't want no banks. We have to borrow from them. Read.
He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
That's the curse. We going to be the bottom of society because we won't listen to God.
Right.
This is the watch this, read on.
45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
You know how we destroy? Because your last name, what's your last name?
Okay.
Right, and my last name is such and such, right? We got different, but guess what? That's not how the Most High designed it.
Right.
We were supposed to hard-headed name Israel.
Right.
That was our names. That's how we was brothers. Now we don't know each other. We call our brothers Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? We call our brothers Puerto Ricans. They're not Puerto Ricans. They're not Mexicans. We're not black colored Negro. That's not our name. We the children of God. We the Israelites. That's our name. That's the name that God gave us.
That's right. Get out of here, brother.
Hold on. I'm gonna show you something real quick before you go. Get verse 48.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
He said you was gonna serve our enemies. Did we not serve people over here in this land? In slavery, we did. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord sent him against us. The Lord sent him against us. Read.
In hunger.
In hunger.
And in thirst.
And in thirst. Read.
And in nakedness.
And
in the want of all things.
You see that? Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Get that real quick. And he should do what? And he should do what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Who did that happen to? Who did that happen to?
There were many races that were enslaved, brother.
You don't have no historical truth of that. We have historical truth of us going through that. No other nation. And if they did go through that, they are Israel.
That's right.
That's just that simple.
So the Europeans came enslaved us, right?
Yes.
How did they know to where it was? But how did they?
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 68. Bring it out. And the Lord shall bring thee.
Who did it?
The Lord shall bring thee.
Hold on. Listen. Hold on. Read it again, because we want to know how they did it, right? Read.
The book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee.
And he said the Lord should do what? The Lord, right? Listen to it. You said the Lord, right? Read.
Shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt with ships. With ships. You see that? The Lord understood. He used them as the whooping stick. You got that in the song? He used us as a whooping stick. The Lord did that. The Lord used the white man to whoop us.
I never knew what y'all was about.
The wicked is thy sword, yeah. You got the wicked is thy sword.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
You see that? We were sold to our enemies for buying men and buying women. Our enemies.
This is the first time I've heard, yeah.
All right, so we ain't all the same. They are our enemies, according to the Bible. We were sold to them, was we not? We were sold on ocean blocks. Look at this. This is an actual flyer from back then.
I was asking about other the slaves and how they knew, you know what I'm talking about? Like, they talk about Holocaust and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? And I just want to know how the Europeans knew to go straight to Africa and pull us out.
I'm showing you.
Yeah.
I'm showing you. Watch this. Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord.
David is praying, "Oh, wise, O Lord." Read.
Disappoint him.
Disappoint who? Read.
Cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked.
Deliver my soul from the wicked. The so-called white man is the wicked in the earth. Everywhere they go, they destroy. Read.
Which is thy sword.
Which is what?
Which is thy sword.
He used them to whoop us. That's what they was made for. They was made to do that. God made them to whoop us. You understand? So now you know. They didn't come up with this bright idea. They didn't have, because they could have grabbed the Chinese. They could have grabbed the Arabs, but they grabbed us. Why? Because we broke God's commandments. Now we serving this beast. Our people serving this beast. That's not true. Right? Right? Get Deuteronomy 28 and wood and stone.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
He said he's going to scatter thee among all people. We in all nations. And when we was talking about that earlier, he said, I'm going to scatter you amongst all people. Read.
From one end of the earth, even unto the other.
We everywhere. So all our job to do, you got that in Matthew? What I want? Get there real quick. Hold on, don't go nowhere. Just finish this up. Read.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
He said we was going to serve other gods, right? Because we didn't want to serve him, right?
Hey, bro, can I get one?
We was going to serve other gods, right? Read.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Our forefathers didn't know this man. We didn't know this man, but guess what? God said you was going to serve him. We the only people serve another God that don't look like us. All the other nations got a God that look like them. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, we're not supposed to judge on outward appearance anyway, though.
That's true. That's true. But you still have to have discernment, don't you? All right then. Read.
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Christianity and the other one, Islam. Right? Because Islam bow to the go to Mecca, you gotta make your Hajj, and they kiss the stone, a black stone, and then over here they got that cross. You know, they gotta kiss the cross, and they're gonna be saved. That's Christianity, yes. No, they don't. That's the word Christianity, but the act of Christianity is in there. Right. And it's not. We're not supposed to do it. Like Christmas, that's Christianity. We're not supposed to do that.
Right.
Did you know that?
Bring it out.
I never heard that.
Get there in Jeremiah chapter 10. Read this. I'm going to show you this right quick.
The book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 24. And another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed.
This is a parable about a man sowing good seed. What's the good seed? Israel. Israel is that good seed. Read.
Which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat.
We slept in slavery, sir. We went to sleep in slavery because they took our name from us. They took our identity from us, our laws, our commandments from us. And our kids couldn't follow that. So when our kids grew up, they didn't know that we was the Israelites. So we was asleep at that time. So we asleep now. We don't know who we are. Read.
But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat.
They raped us. They took advantage of us. They did this. That's this side. We intermingle with the heathens, the other nations. That's the tares. The other nations are the tares. Read.
And went his way. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit.
Right now the blade is bringing enough fruit right now. It's ready to harvest. That's what we out here for. Read.
Then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst thou not sow good seed in thy field? From whence then have it tares?
Why we have tares mingling with the good seed? Read.
And he said unto him, An enemy have done this.
A what?
An enemy have done this.
Our enemy have brought all this confusion. That's why you confused and they don't know what's what. Our enemy have done this. Read.
The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them.
See that? That's not our job to be, hey, let me see, hey man, wait. Nah, bro, we just gonna teach the word and his children gonna hear his voice.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.